Have you ever noticed how someone's life can look perfectly successful? New car, well-dressed, weekend trips, while their bank balance quietly erodes. It's the small, steady choices that create a convincing image of success, and the same steady choices that destroy it. Let me tell you about Emma. She's 30, works in product at a tech company in Berlin. Net salary, $4,000 a month after taxes. That sounds comfortable. On paper, she's doing well. In reality, she's living two lives. Her monthly reality: rent and utilities, $1,400. Car EMI, $420. Student loan payment, $180. Credit card minimums and lifestyle spending, $700. Groceries, insurance, phone, and transport, $500. That leaves about $800 a month, supposed to be for savings and investments, but because of lifestyle pressure and recurring small upgrades, only $200 actually gets invested. The rest vanishes into weekend dining, new clothes, and a subscription stack that never quite feels excessive. Here's the uncomfortable fact. Emma's visible lifestyle creates a sense of progress. The monthly car payment is framed as a manageable EMI. The meal out is a deserved treat after long weeks. The new phone is framed as an investment in convenience. Each decision feels rational in isolation. Collectively, they're not. Let's run the numbers simply. If Emma invested $600 a month for 30 years at a conservative 6% annual return, she'd have roughly $540,000. If she only invests $200 a month instead at the same return and period, she ends up with about $180,000. That's a difference of $360,000, overwhelmingly the result of small monthly choices, not a single catastrophic mistake. Now consider the car payment, $420 a month. Over 5 years, that's $25,200 paid. The car depreciates, but the psychological payoff is status and daily satisfaction, perceived competence, easier social access, fewer micro-insecurities. Those feelings are real and motivating, which is why we make these choices even when the math is obvious. Why do people do this? Psychology is the short answer. There are three invisible forces at work. 1. Present bias. We prioritize immediate comfort and social validation over future value. A stylish life now feels more concrete than a promise of retirement decades away. 2. Signaling. Consumption is a social language. Expensive things say competence, belonging, or success in ways that numbers in a bank don't. 3. Normalization. When colleagues, friends, and social media show the same behaviors, those expenses feel normal, even essential. These forces combined with financial products designed to smooth friction, EMIs, zero-interest promos, buy now, pay later, they reduce the psychic cost of spending and increase the psychological cost of not keeping pace. If this pattern continues, the long-term impacts are predictable and harsh. With only token investing, retirement age brings scarcity instead of choice. A mid-career emergency, job loss, illness, forces rapid lifestyle reversals or more debt. Wealth accumulation becomes a sequence of missed compound returns rather than an outcome of steady small choices. But there's a different perspective, and it's surprisingly simple. People who build durable financial security treat money as a system, not a series of wins or losses. They accept that status signaling will always exist, but they refuse to let it dictate marginal choices. Their mindset isn't about deprivation, it's about consistent prioritization. Look at the same Emma once she shifts perspective. She still values comfort and social life, but she reframes trade-offs. She sees the $420 EMI not just as convenience, but as a recurring tax on her future. She reassesses whether that car's benefits justify the cost when measured against years of compound growth. She decides that the occasional weekend trip matters more than a monthly luxury subscription. This isn't moralizing, it's clarifying choice architecture. When Emma redirects $400 a month from status spending into investments, the math flips. Over 30 years at 6%, that reallocated $400 becomes $360,000, the very amount she was losing by keeping the double life. The emotional payoff of that decision is slower and quieter than a new car, but it grants real freedom. the option to change jobs, cities, or retire earlier without panic. This mindset also changes how people handle debt. Rather than treating minimum payments as a neutral baseline, they view them as choices with opportunity costs. They prioritize the highest impact changes, reducing recurring status-driven payments before attacking debt with dramatic scrambles that hurt quality of life. If you're watching this, you don't need to overhaul your style overnight. The point is awareness. Recognize the small, recurring choices that make your life look rich while your future gets poorer. Ask a simple question before each convenient or status purchase. What could this amount be worth in 10, 20, 30 years? That one framing shifts decisions from impulse to alignment. To be clear, this is not about becoming austere or eliminating joy. It's about making deliberate, consistent trade-offs so your future self has options. It's about replacing the noise of short-term approval with the quiet power of compounding. That's how you stop living two lives. If this resonated, consider subscribing for more calm, analytical takes on financial trade-offs. Like the video if you found the math helpful. Thanks for watching.